So, second league here, playing some 4-color Shadow again. A little bit different than last league. For this one, we're playing Lurrus as a companion rather than Lurrus as a traverse target in the main deck. We've cut the traverses, cut the street wraiths, added in Hex Drinkers, a copy of Unearth, third copy of Inquisition, copy of Wrenn and Six, copy of Assassin's Trophy. Give us a lot more interaction in the main, as well as Hex Drinkers, just like a good turn 1 threat that scales well as the game goes on and can come back with Lurrus later. Sideboard, we cut the Plague Engineer, since now we don't have Traverse and we want access to Lurrus at all times. We cut the Plague Engineer for Lurrus, and we cut the second Assassin's Trophy that we moved to the main for Terminate. Just extra answers to the bigger threats in the format. Opposing shadows, opposing scourges, Stormwing Entity, as Freed point out. Anything like that. What we're trying to find out here with this league is whether this Lurrus companion is worth giving up Traverse and Street Wraith in the main. We did see a lot of good stuff out of both of those cards last league, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But let's go ahead and jump in and see what happens. Engineered Explosives on the side. I've not been a fan of Engineered Explosives. Like, I know the synergy with Explosives and Lurrus, but like, it's really clunky. Because it's often a 2-turn play when you actually end up like going for it, like play out EE on 1 turn, crack it the next turn. And if you have like Lurrus and you're EEing every turn, there's a pretty good chance you're just like winning that game anyway. And you don't really need the EE, because you just have a Lurrus living. Like, Lurrus living with basically anything is going to be good. Let's go Bobble, Hex Drinker, pass turn. Crack a Bobble on their upkeep, see what they're drawing into. Misty Rainfall. What does that mean for us? I know it means I'm cracking the second Bobble because I want to give myself the most chances of hitting second land to be able to Scourge. Opponent really intent on keeping that information hidden. Like, I just don't want you knowing that I'm not drawing anything relevant here. So we saw Hierarch, which makes me think it's probably like a Heliod build. What does that mean for this? Thought Caesar. It is a Heliod build. How's Magic been going? Pretty good. We 4-1 the first league. I'll have to tell you about our Tron opponent that wrecked our 5-0. Our loss was in the last round to Tron. To Six Moo, who won the PTQ on Monday. Let's see. What am I taking here? Take Warrior Champion. Game 1, they kept a hand with 1 Tron land, basic forest, and then like a bunch of payoffs. No way to find the second or third Tron land except for a single Ancient Stirrings. And their draws proceeded to be second Tron land, third Tron land. They got Karn off of the turn 1 Ancient Stirrings. And I was just like, yeah, you got it. Alright, so I'm going to get down Tarmogoyf here. Because if my opponent is going to Skyclave Apparition, I'd rather them Apparition this and let me keep my Scourge. Yep.
I don't care what they think about me, yeah. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they think. If you're leaving, I'm gonna beg you to stay. I don't care if they stop or avoid me.
Just don't. Back in Skyclave Apparition. Alright. Classic Tron indeed. Classic Heliod, am I right? I guess double threat's a little bit better here. Just Tron things. They've got Spike Feeder, Ranger Captain, Windswept Heath, used Heath. So Spike Feeder, Ranger Captain, unknowns. Alright. So many canopies. Second Ballista, yep. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna leave myself dead to a company off the top. Or not a company, a Heliod off the top. What's my game plan here? Like, if I attack with both, I have to assume they're pretty okay with trading. I okay with trading. Not really. Take a box, Skyclave plus Ranger Captain. I get a 2/2 out of the deal if I kill the Apparition. I don't get a 2/2 if I kill the Ranger Captain. So I think I'm not going to attack and just level up Hex Drinker once here. So, Temple Garden Spike Feeder means that they're at virtual 17. Means a fetch land doesn't get them to low enough for Shadow to kill with Battle Rage. Opponent does not appear to want me to go to my second main phase. They've decided we are not allowed to continue. This is as far as we go. Our journey ends here. They're like actually not gonna let us go to our second main phase. Is this a thing? Maybe they're double queued. Who knows? Well, we're just gonna awkwardly sit here and stare at each other. I guess I could do like a lag check, but they sent me a message. Alright, they said food at the door. Sorry. Is it all good? All good. They're trying to get the stream to load, but it's not quite working for them. Oh, I was getting a kick out of that because I was scrolling through Twitch here, not trying to stream snipe, but seeing who was streaming so I could go ahead and plan like the raid after this league. And I see Zan Syed streaming, and his stream title is literally standard PTQ with hand hider. And he's just got like a lightning bolt sitting here. And apparently the poker shades for added benefit. Yeah, I thought that was fun. Hope everything's going right with opponent's food. There it is. So we're just gonna level up Hex Drinker one time. So go. If they top deck the Heliod, they top deck the Heliod. So be it. Got it. It's not it. Alright, so they're at virtual 16. Still not enough to kill them with Shadow. Need to start getting through creatures at some point. I'm gonna take the approach here of I can't beat a Heliod regardless. So if I can't beat a Heliod regardless of what my opponent does, then my best bet is just to start buffing my board. Like, yes, I can beat infinite life from a Heliod by holding up this Assassin's Trophy from now until the end of time. But I'm getting so far behind with everything else if they find a Heliod that I don't think it's worth playing around. Like, they get to start putting counters on Auriok Champion, stifle our board. Counters on Auriok or Skyclave Apparitions, so we can't just like trade in combat, whatever. It's just not worth it. So what is the thought here? Why are they attacking with Ranger Captain? Why Ranger Captain? Are they trying to get me to not block for some reason? Because I can go block on Auriok Champion with Hex Drinker, block on Shadow, or block Shadow on Ranger Captain, and trade off here. So what am I missing? Spike Feeder can move 2 counters. So I guess that's what they're trying to do, is just like, if I block Hex Drinker on Auriok Champion, they move 2 counters from Spike Feeder. If I block Shadow on Ranger Captain, they move 2 counters. So if that's the case, I'm blocking Hex Drinker on Auriok Champion. And if they move 2 counters, they're probably just dead. They can Ballista. They can, but not for lethal. Yeah, so this is just them being dead, more than likely. Fetch land, shock land. Now they have to throw away both of their Skyclave apparitions to live. I'm no expert, but I feel like that worked out okay for us. Unless they just ripped, like, Company into combo. Sure. Don't think there's a reason to play around anything here. Oh, they gain up to 5 off of this. Not that I really think that was changing my line, but should have at least thought about that. Then maybe playing a threat out was better. If they like had to block with the Skyclave apparition anyway. All right. So this is gain 3, go to 4. They're still dead on board unless they have something else. All right. Weird. Super weird game. We take those, but strange. I want my last takeout to be. How good is Wrenn here? Kings off dorks. Doesn't really do much against the rest of the deck. Could kill, or could keep fetches going if we need to grow shadows. Like Wrenn or Unearth is probably eh. I'm just gonna drop the Unearth. Weird game. Heliod's like one of these matchups that it really depends who you ask as to how favorable or unfavorable the matchup is. Like, I'm pretty sure the Heliod players will say it's really good for them. And in their defense, they're not exactly wrong. The Rakdos players probably say it's good for them. Jund, I think that it's like not the worst matchup in the world. Alright. I'm sure you got a Veil, but I'm gonna... Oh, they don't have a Veil. What I like to hear. So... I go in like Apparition. I don't care about Auriok Champion with Goyf. Like any additional lands, be able to cast Stubborn Denial, as well as any extra Thought Seizes let me like attack the companies out of hand. Misses. Third one. So I could Thought Seize a company here. Yeah, I'm Thought Seizing second Apparition here. Giant Killer. So, Giant Killer, Skyclave. Giant Killer, Skyclave. Giant Killer, Skyclave. Probably Skyclave. Because if they miss the next land and they have to chop down, then I get to stub. We'll see what happens. Wrangle Raz. Hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, wherever you're at in the world. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. I'm just getting swamped here. Alright, break on the lamp one more time, and I think the game is over. Hey, go away, go away. Alright. L. Hearn, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you as well are having a fantastic Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, wherever you're at in the world. So, what I was talking about with Heliod earlier is, for whatever reason, our Heliod win rates have been really good. Not so much with 4-color, but with like Jund. Where are you at? I kind of never find these matchups when I want to find them. Not Undervalue Town. All my matchups disappearing too. It's somewhere. Matchups never show up where you want them to. I swear our Heliod matchup has just like disappeared off the matchup guide. Either way, it's been really good. We win that matchup a lot. And I don't think we're supposed to win it a lot, but things have kind of fallen that way. So take the optimism where you can. Win the match a lot, no results found. But we can go back through and like find the previous recordings of the matchup or something. Opponent has mulliganed to 5. That's a good start. We can go Swamp Breeding Pool, like Swamp Thoughtseize. Turn 2 Breeding Pool threat. Depends what we see. Karen Brick. So could be Amulet. Could be Amulet. I could Stubborn Denial and try to catch an Amulet, but I'm not really terrified of an Amulet on turn 2 out of them. I think I'm going to take a look at what's coming out after the Amulet. So all tapped lands, which means if I take the Amulet, they can't explore next turn. Let's just go with that. Has the added benefit of adding a strange card type to the yard for Tarmogoyf. Natty Bog. They always have the Natty Bog. Like, Natty Bog is just required by law out of them. Morning Control Freak, are you a Death Shadow specialist? I would say I play a lot of Death Shadow. Whether that makes me a specialist or not, or even good at the deck, I have no idea. I can't really be a judge or an impartial judge of myself. But I do play a lot of the deck. Alright, so let's think. They go Explore Bogles. What are we doing to get card types back in the yard? He's special, that's for sure. Aw. Must mean like special. I think I'm just playing Flayer here. I think I want to refill my graveyard as quickly as I can after this bog. And I think Flayer is going to give me the best chance of doing that. Well, I wasn't planning on holding up Stub. Like, I was definitely planning on getting a threat down. It was just a matter of, like, which threat sets me up better going forward. And I think Flayer sets me up a little bit better. Then I'm going to bobble them because of that. Alright. So, Titan, but they cannot Titan next turn because of Garenbrig coming in tapped. So I've got an attack here. We'll throw second Flayer. Bobble, keep push, or keep Polluted Delta. Yeah. Keep Delta. Play Tarmogoyf. And then, yeah, we're going to save the Thoughtseize for this Primeval Titan next turn. But if I keep the fetch land around for a bit, then I could hold Revolt for like a Dryad or something off the top. So Titan's gone. The only downside is if I hit with Flayer, it means that I can't fetch if I see something I want on top. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get that over with. Get the extra point of damage. Or do I want Dismember? Play out Hex Drinker and say go. Is there any way that I can get... I don't think I can present lethal next turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not with Radiant Fountain. Reed, is this how you become a good Titan player? Your opponent goes, I bet you can't top deck Titan, and you go, I bet you're wrong. So, running Titans there. Had to be Titans, couldn't be Summoners packs. So they played their land for turn. All right. Am I attacking? They can't stronghold next turn, so even if they find a Titan, they can't haste it up. If I attack with Goyf, is it like a free block on Goyf? I just guess I'm just going Shadow, level up Hex Drinker once. Say go. Your opponents have all the luck all the time. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Decides not to attack with the Titan. How close is that to lethal? There we go. Trophy this. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if it's not lethal, am I attacking? Let's say I attack with everything. They block Goyf, take 2, 3, 4, 5, go to 9. Goyf goes to my yard, grows Grim Flayer. I pass. Trophy the Titan. They pass back. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 exactly. So that's lethal if they don't draw anything. Is that worth it? The other alternative is, I think, safer. Just like pass, end of turn, trophy the Titan. Untap, level up Hex Drinker. I don't think they can attack here. Like, what am I afraid of if they attack? I've got Dryad covered. They could get, like, Bounce Land, Teleria West, Transmute for a Engineered Explosives, but I can stub that. They've already gotten Vesuva. They could get a Bounce Land for Vesuva, copy like Colony Garden, but I can trophy the token and have a lethal attack on the way back. So I think I'm fine if they attack here. I think. choose not to. So we're going to choose to trophy the Titan. Means if we draw any way to lose life here, any fetch land, shock land, we should have lethal. So let's go level up you. Nice. Alright, so terminating trophy for Titan, damping sphere for all the land shenanigans. K-Command's a possibility, but it's definitely slow on the draw. Cards I want out of the deck. Couple Fatal Push. I'm willing to leave more Fatal Pushes in if I see Sakura Tribe Scout. But if I don't see Tribe Scout, I don't really want to respect it. Fine boarding out like a stub on the draw. Unearth is bad against Bajuka Bog. And Hex Drinker's like next worst card. It's Fatal Push better than Hex Drinker. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say no at the moment. That changes if we see like Arboreal Grazer or something like that. Then Fatal Push gets better because like Hex Drinker is just really bad in those situations. Don't think so. You don't want to have too many answers to a Dryad. Shouldn't see more than 2 in a game. Pretty much. Alright. This is like a hand that really needs to see a Tarmogoyf for a Shadow. But I don't want to throw it back when we've got really good interaction outside of that. Tracker Summoners Pact. I think I'm going to take the Pact. I can beat the Tracker. Take the Pact. I can beat, like I said, I can beat the Tracker, but I want to cut off their ways of finding Titans. They're not supposed to do this turn, are they? They're supposed to play... Oh, this makes 2. That's right. That's right. Alright, so this can get Stomping Ground, so I can Fatal Push the Tracker, plus play Hex Drinker. Don't think I have a really good reason to get Overgrown Tomb instead. Play Tracker next turn, but it's for no value. That's fair. That is fair. Level you up 1 time. Crack in. Play Scourge down here. Tap correctly and play Scourge down here. And then next turn, we'll level up the Hex Drinker to a 4/4, attack for 6, play Damping Sphere, and see what happens from there. So, X drinker level. X drinker level. Back for 6. A damping sphere. And alright. What we got, opponent? Wheat. I don't think it's correct because they don't... You mean you don't think it's correct for them to hold the tracker in hand? Like, you think it's correct to go ahead and play it out? I mean, I'm not the Titan expert, so I'm just making assumptions here. But I feel like if you're bringing tracker in, and especially if it's your only threat in hand, I wouldn't play it out until you could get value off of it. I'd hold tracker, you need to get some value. Right. Like, I think playing out the blind tracker, especially when you know, like, I'm not boarding out all of my removal. I can't just be dead in the water to, like, a dryad or something like that. I don't think you can afford to bring in a card and not do anything with it. See, Corey Isaac 5, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday evening, afternoon, or Thursday morning, Wednesday evening, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. It's so weird not saying like morning, evening, or afternoon. Having to remember that there's more days in other time zones. This is fine. Like turn 1 hand disruption, turn 2 Tarmogoyf, or turn 1 removal, turn 2 Tarmogoyf. Humans is the deck that time forgot. So I could get basic swamp here. I don't hate that. Mainly because Stubborn and Owl's like dead against humans anyway. So if I draw a blue source, or if I draw a blue card, like it's not doing anything regardless. The basic swamp keeps my life total just like a point higher. Alright, I don't care about Thalia. Meddling Mage in the blind. What's it naming? I'd assume Fatal Push off of Fetch Swamp Inquisition, which unfortunately is live at the moment. Reflector Mage could be annoying if he hits his 3rd land on curve. Thalia's Lieutenant next turn would mean attacking for 3. Tarmogoyf would be a 3/4. Alright, so like Reflector Mage is best card against me, but Meddling Mage in the blind naming Fatal Push I think messes up my hand the most. So I'm going to take Meddling Mage. I think if I get to resolve this Fatal Push, I'm just in a much better position than if I don't. Alright. Thalia's fine. If they hit the 3rd land and they Reflector Mage, then casting Tarmogoyf here probably just kills me. If they don't hit the 3rd land and they have to Thalia's lieutenant. I can fatal push the champion of the parish, untap Thoughtseize Hex Drinker to buy myself a turn, and then play Tarmogoyf the turn after. So I'm gonna go with that. Basically, if I think they hit the third land, I probably just like lose on the spot. So I'm gonna play around them hitting the third land. I could hit... I guess I'm pushing Thalia here so I can go Thoughtseize plus Tarmogoyf next turn. Alright. Hand's getting very painful very quickly. Ugh. Double Phantasmal Image, copying Thalia's lieutenant. What do I need to draw to win? If I chump this and I draw Fatal Push or Shadow, something like that. If I draw Shadow, then I need to take this and double threat next turn. If I draw Fatal Push, I can play Goyf, push. Alright, so I'm going to play to Shadow being an out. Something. Just gotta call it. I'd say Blue-Red Prowess, Jund Shadow, and Heliod all have good matchups versus humans. Probably not far off. Do they draw a Reflector Mage? God. That actually just kill me. Doesn't kill me, but it puts me to 1 and I can't replay Shadow. Well. This is like one of those nights that I feel like I'm playing Magic on hard mode. Like getting hit by the Tron nut draws into Titan ripping Runner Titans into humans ripping the Reflector Mage. Like, can we take it a little bit easier? Just dial it down like half a notch for a game or two. Guitar 220, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, wherever you're at in the world. Got it that time. Shadow's old school nemesis, right? More so for Grixis, but as we can see, they can absolutely have draws that line up against any Shadow variant. The Flarg, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you as well are having a fantastic Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, wherever you're at in the world. How do I like literally just get it one introduction there and then just like lose it the next? Thought that was Concealed Courtyard. Which one? Maximazed coming in hot. Welcome, welcome. Thank you as well for the follow. Glad to see you over here from the Discord. Alright, what am I taking here? We're gonna have all the mana in the world, so I'm just gonna take a Skyclave Apparition. Not a human opponent. Flavor fail. Maximaze, I also saw you in Spike's chat the other day. I was gonna say hey or something, but I forgot. Opponent drawing off the top. Why wouldn't they draw second Mantis Rider? Alright. We got our work cut out for us. Sometimes I lurk in his chat when I'm having a slow day at work. That's fair. Alright. Alright, opponent. Need you to calm down a little bit. By calm down a little bit, I mean like really calm down. So double Vial, second Noble Hierarch, double Mantis Rider. Is our opponent's hand. We have drawn our only blue card in the deck. Basic Swamp wouldn't be bad. Do I need to kill this Hierarch? Yeah, they can't play Aether Vial off Ancient Ziggurat. It only adds mana for creature spells. God, do I need to kill this Hierarch? I feel like I do. Because, like, if they hit Mantis Rider... but it's Lurrus plus Bobble. No, I'm gonna go for the Lurrus. Probably gonna get punished for it, but... Show me a land on top, please. Alright, not a land. We're hanging by a thread. Very, very small, thin, wispy thread. One Mantis Rider is gone. I need to find a shadow. I guess Tarmogoyf is solid as well. Get rid of some of these. Tarmogoyf is live. Shadow's pretty good. If I can find a Shadow and Battle Rage it to attack through this, then at the very least I can get down double Scourge. Alright. So there's like no way they named Drown in the lock, right? Chosen card is Mishra's. Sure. Makes perfect sense with the Lurrus out. Now are you attacking with this champion of the parish? If they had named Drown in the Lock, I think that would have been like a stream sniping 100% confirmed sort of thing. What's the record? The record is currently 2-0, I believe. I'm gonna kill this because I need to get this or keep this Lurrus going. Interesting. Kudro. They could Kudro next turn. And turn off Grim Flayer. The 2-0, it says it above your cam. Oh, that's right, we do have that up now, don't we? Oh, man. Can't violent a Manus Rider, so I guess we're passing here. They can hard cast Manus Rider, or they can hard cast Kudro. That's pretty good. Looks like Manus Rider. They're going Kudro. Alright. This could potentially be really good for me. Like, if they attack with this champion of the parish. No, because they're eating Bogles, so Grim Flayer's going to shrink, so I can't terminate here. No attack. Terminate's a good draw. Who said to play that? Remember his name? Do I have any attacks here? Not really. I think I just have to save Terminate for the Manus Rider. If they play Manus Rider here, attack with like Manus Rider plus something else, maybe I can terminate the Rider, chump block something with Grim Flayer, and then I at least get to freely pay back the Flayer off Lurrus. Like, that's something. Beefy87, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, wherever you're at in the world. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out. Alright, Cujo, Dismember. On. Like killing you. Need a shadow. Or another bauble. Alright. Something. Just ask the deck for it. MTGO equalizing draws. So many lands. We draw 2 cards a turn. No way in real life they win like this. I mean, I don't really speculate on Magic Online probabilities too much. Alright. I'm keeping this Misty around uncracked in case I draw a push. If I'm able to Battle Rage Shadow next turn, then at the very least I can get down some Scourges, which could be enough to get me across. We'll find out.
I don't care what they think about me, yeah. I don't care what they say.
Like double Hierarch.
I don't care what they think if you're
It's double Hierarch.
I'm gonna beg you to stay.
All right.
I don't care if they stop or avoid me.
So this is just a 2-turn clock with Oriok Champion if they swing there. But I can Battle Rage Lurrus to gain a bunch of life if necessary. They're gonna take the attack. They're not. Alright, so best draw Fatal Push. Termagoyf's not bad. Let's go Shadow. Not blocking the Shadow. So if I go Fetch, Shock, Battle Rage, I should have another Overgrown Tomb in the deck. Yeah, I do have a second Overgrown Tomb. Back here, game. So if I Fetch, Shock, Battle Rage, I deal 16, I put them down to 14. And I can play Scourge Goyf off of that. Is that good enough? Alternatively, I could just hit for 5. Play Tarmogoyf. Yeah, I think I need to go for the upside. I die to a bunch of stuff off the top, but we're like at the part of the game where I don't think I can play around anything. Like our opponent's got such a commanding board position that if we just sit here and like don't do anything, we're dying to what they have by a long shot. So I need to get stuff on the board and like force the action. Because if I can find like a second Battle Rage, Dismember, Kozilek's Return, then we go from like having no shot in this game to having a reasonable chance. But if I sit here and say draw go for the next like 4 turns, then our opponent's just got a ton of top decks that kill us on the spot. Lieutenant's good, but it's not the worst thing in the world for us. Like, I think they're supposed to attack with Auriok Champion first. I have to chump block with the Tarmogoyf or I die. And if I chump block with the Tarmogoyf, they get to Lieutenant second main and just exile the Tarmogoyf out of my yard. Earn too late. Turn too late. What about kicking the Scourge? Possibly. Kicking the Scourge put us dead on board. Life total. We just die if we kick the Scourge. After life total rounded up, so we'd lose 3. Go down to 2. Yeah, we would kill ourselves if we played the Scourge. It would put us in a much better position if they don't swing back. Or no, we've got Lurrus. Yeah, we're kicking a Scourge. Forgot we had Lurrus. So now, if we attack Shadow plus Scourge, they could block and then like gang block the other one, but I think we're okay with that. Are we dead on the crackback? No, because they have to block both of these, so they have to throw something under it. How are we going to gain life with Lurrus? Am I crazy? We block something that's not Auriok Champion. Can we wait a turn? We can, technically. But I don't know if we should. Yeah, like, they can kill Goyf with Kudra, but they're gonna get to do that regardless. like any line that we didn't take, our opponent had a lethal opportunity. If we didn't play the Scourge and we just played out a hard cast, or we just hard cast Scourge and didn't kick it, our opponent could still Kudro, kill Tarmogoyf, attack for lethal with Aureok Champion. Nothing changed there.
If you want me to get close to you, just tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. If you want me to take over, just give me the green light. Just give me the green light. If you want me to get close to you, just tell me what to do. Tell me what to do.
Maybe they don't see it. Maybe not. Like, they've got it right there. They've got plenty of extra humans and plenty of mana to use. We're tapped out. Name Battle Rage, sure. Like, they have lethal right here. All right. So I could attack all but Tarmogoyf. Whatever they block on Grim Flayer turns on Revolt, push Kudro. Kozilek's Return kills everything else except for Champion of the Parish. So we go attack, attack, attack. This is gonna be like the turn that they remember Kudro, isn't it?
One, two, three, four.
Alright, I'll check this out. Cast Flayer. Guess we could. I don't think whether we push Kudro first or not matters. We push Kudro. Away. Away. Out of here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Probably should have attacked with Lurrus too, but whatever. Cast Grim Flayer,
What's your name?
holding priority. Cast Kozilek's Return.
What's your name, pretty boy?
Dead to Manus Rider off the top, but I think we might beat like everything else. We're not dead to Reflector Mage. Please no Manus Rider. Don't let this end that anticlimactically.
What's your name, pretty boy?
Don't do it to me. We fought back so hard.
What's your name, pretty boy?
Oh my god. We fought back so hard. Oh, man. What happened? You were fucked like 10 minutes ago? Yes, we were. We were fucked like 30 seconds ago. Opponent just apparently forgot Kudro had an activated ability. How on earth are you not dead? Opponent didn't RTFC. First time I've seen a Scourge kicked. I think it's the second time I've ever kicked one. I think. Never seen so many creatures die in only one turn. Oh, good. I guess I gotta change the stream title. We played Traverse last league. Then we decided to play a league with no Traverse, no Street Wraith, Lurrus as a companion. So, you're correct. I apologize for the stream title update. Not killing you with Oriok is the biggest misplay. Well, yeah. Like, I mean, they had opportunities to kill Goyf with Kudro and then attack in for lethal. But as soon as they didn't, that's kind of when we assumed they didn't know Kudro had that ability. Ugh, this hand's not great. Good enough to keep. Probably because, like, the Grim Flayer Lurrus synergy is really solid. Grim Flayer flips creatures, bobble, whatever into our yard. Lurrus lets us get them back. Rinse, repeat. Yeah, did the Traverse list go well? Well, we 4-1'd with it. We lost our 5-0 match to Tron. So, I think it went okay. Alright, so let's take Oriok Champion, then we'll take Reflector Mage next turn. We'll just sit here with, like, Grim Flayer v Champion of the Parish. I'm gonna file in that or Oriok Champion. Not Oriok Champion, Champion of the Parish. That thing. Okay. Gotta remember, Polluted Delta cannot get Stomping Ground, so maybe I should have just played a tapped Shockland last turn. And get Blood Crypt, so I can at least get my my red source. Alright. I've got to go Shock Grim Flayer. And if they whiff this turn, then I feel like I can get an attack in with Grim Flayer, get Scourge down, and then have like a reasonable shot from there. They don't whiff this turn. Let's say they play like Manus Rider. I'm probably trading Grim Flayer for Champion. Then I'll have like Manus or Trophy for the Manus Rider. They would have to lose a life off the canopy to do that, so I could play down the Scourge. Same thing for Reflector Mage. Alright. Am I trading Flayer for champion? Yes. Flayer's not attacking into Thalia anyway, so I might as well take up this trade. Opponent really is playing very, very scared. And I don't think they need to be. Opponent heard you and thought better of it. Heard the terrifying sounds of me saying I don't think they need to play scared. Right? Yep. Just know that they still have Island Plains in hand. That is pretty good. I'm going to attack back with Flayer. I'd really like to flip over a bobble here. Extra. I know I'm binning these. Am I binning or keeping Hexdrinker? I guess I can bin Hexdrinker and go Lurrus Shadow Hexdrinker. That sounds pretty good. So Lurrus, Hexdrinker, Shadow. Alright. And we can start leveling up Hexdrinker pretty quickly. Collector Mage. Alright. Bounce Shadow. Yep. That's not great for us. Alright, what do we got, opponent? I cannot really block a champion of the parish. I guess I can chump with Hexdrinker. That's fine. Not doing anything else from my graveyard, so I might as well. Probably not attack for the 15th time. Hope not. But I feel like at least the champion's a free attack. I don't think double blocking Thalia does anything for me. I'm just gonna take the chump on the Hexdrinker, or chump on the champion. Alright, so Hexdrinker from the yard. Scourge from hand. And I think I'm supposed to shock and hold up trophy here. Am I attacking with Lurrus? Yes. I just need to start like clearing the board a little bit, and it gives me a bit of a life total buffer. I'm not just dead to like man, this is fantastic. But now like Phantasmal Image gets a lot worse if they still have it in the deck post board. Island. Yep. So, he attacks with champion. I'm just gonna trophy it. If he attacks all three, I probably trophy champion, double block this champion, trophy the big champion, double block the 2 or the 3/3. We'll see. He knows that I have a shadow. But whether that, like, dissuades him from any actions, I don't know, but... But this could be an opportunity where I get to, like, level up Hex Drinker, attack with Hex Drinker plus something else. Oh, that levels up Flayer too. Ooh. This could be a really good turn for me. So let's attack in with everything. I'm not dead on the crackback. I guess if he hits a Mantis Rider, I'm dead on the crackback. Not gonna work out the way you want it to, opponent. Or no, it's first strike. God, it's first strike. I forgot about that. It's gonna work out just the way you want it to. Alright. This is fine. It's fine. One of those cards looks pretty good right now. Alright, so let's level up Hex Drinker one more time. Play Double Shadow. There you go. Next turn we got a 4/4 Grim Flayer, a mini Progenitus, Double Shadow, and a Battle Rage. Toko Alex VDA, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday night, or this is where we drop the mic and walk away. Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna run get some water real quick. I'll be right back in just a moment. But let me pull up the list so everybody can check it out while I'm gone. I'll be right back. Alright. We got water. We got everything else. Let's see. Oh, we got a prediction going on. Are we going to get a trophy? Dangerous prediction. Help me, Jace. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday night or Thursday morning, wherever you're at in the world. The prediction time while Mike is gone. Not the best humans player I've ever seen. Take your opponent. I really should. We're going all the way for the trophy. We're going to find out. Can't really afford to be so passive with humans. Who's on human control. Alright, so we still got a minute to get the prediction in. Dang. 59% voting for nah, we not getting the trophy. Mike's a scrub. Dang. I see how it is. I see how it is. You're probably right, but I see how it is. It's Guy. It's Guy. Okay. Hired actor who's about to throw. I have no idea what Guy's on. So, Guy said he's playing for the 5-0. I could consider giving it to him, but I'm gonna make him earn it. Especially if he's on Tron. Guy says, nice discard spell, idiot. Maybe he's talking about just, maybe he's talking about just hitting, 5-0 eventually this league. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, so we need to get this Goyf up to 4 pretty quickly. I won game 1 of match 1 playing for the trophy. Now we're just shit talking, Steven. Alright, this is what I got. If you got an answer to it. I'm super dead. Natural Tron off the top. Guess that might give us a chance at like closing out the game a little bit. Depends what happens. We can at least stubborn denial something now. Yeah. If anyone is Guy listed, it's Guy. No, I told him he's obviously worse than my other Tron opponents because they naturally drew like gods. And so, guy needs to step up his game. Only because he's a bad Tron player, it's a skill thing. Yeah. Yeah. Not too guy listed in that rollout. Alright. Just good enough. He mulliganed to 6. Maybe lower, but at least 6. Yeah, keep 6, so we'll see what happens. Alright. Well, he's gonna get game 2, more than likely. Drawing into a tower. Alright. As the mine. So let's take a Karn. I told him nice map, idiot. Didn't even need it. Tried to turn the skill on and overshot. Alright. Chooses to go with the map instead of playing out the sphere. I think I'm just going to take the extra cards here. Ah, yes, the old map in response to the bubble. So he shuffles, then I get to see what he draws into anyway. Draws into Ulamog. Wait. Wait. Hold, brothers, hold. What does this mean for me? I think I have to... Yeah, I have to get a threat down here. Alright. So he's gonna have to like spend a turn blast zone or getting blast zone down, then a turn taking it up, and then we can figure out the Ulamog stuff. Does that mean I need to drop Tarmogoyf, like second Tarmogoyf down? One unknown, so if he drew second tower. What is my line to get from here to winning? I could Wrenn, tick up, play Hex Drinker. Like, If I play Damping Sphere, he can't Ulamog next turn. But if he goes Blast Zone, Tick It Up, then Blast Zones the next turn. No, I think I want to play Tarmogoyf. I think I need to... No, if I'm going to play Tarmogoyf, I need to play Wrenn and Six, Hex Drinker. It does protect me from the spread a little bit more. So this is getting Stomping Ground. Like, I'm not beating Ulamog anyway. So my hope here is that if he plays Blast Zone this turn because he doesn't have a second tower, or he just does that. Okay. Alright, well at least we win that game without or lose that game without showing Damping Sphere. But there was a ton of stuff there he could have that killed us. Like obviously Ugin, Worm Coil Engine killed us there. Something like O-Stone. That's a no on this hand. Probably a no on this hand as well. Okay. So if I throw back what? Misty. So he's mulligan to at least 4 as well. All right. Risking it. How low is he going? So we both mulled to 4. Got it. No. Go away. Go away. Saltsy's off the top. One time, deck. One time. Alright. Playing it. Probably should just... Or no, I couldn't get Stomping Ground there. This is our life. Reveals forest. Okay.
I don't care what they think about me, yeah. I don't care what
He said sad stirrings. I said sad threat, so we're even.
I don't care if they start to avoid me. I don't care what they do.
Oh yes, crack this and go for a stirrings, please.
Else but be with you, be
I'm guessing stirrings. You can't scrying. I've got to take Rag Tusk, Sylvan Scrying. Alright. I've got to attack. I just like can't do anything. Lurrus is definitely awkward here. Go stone, okay.
I don't care what they think about me, yeah. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they think if you're leaving.
Anna Traders, how's it going?
You to stay. I don't care if they start to
It's like actual mana traders. I'm impressed.
care what they do.
Program has become sentient.
I don't care about anything else but be with you, be with you.
Right. It is actual mana traders. This is how we get destroyed and the robots take over. Telling him I've got a shadow in hand. It's becoming Skynet. Oh man. I'm supposed to keep a stubborn and all. Like, what does stubborn and all do for me? Nothing. So I told him I've got a shadow in hand. He said he's got two big Karns. So this is where we're at. Like, I'd have to have him crack this blast zone, and I draw, like, Tarmogoyf. Or I guess he can't. If he cracks blast zone, I get to replay it with Lurrus. My guy, crack the blast zone. Dang. Rough. GG's indeed. Pick up that Karn. Pick up Karn on himself. Exile second Karn. Got it. Oh my god, I hate Tron. It happens. Like, we both mold to 4, but his entire deck is just like threats and ways to find, or ways to get threats online. So... Did I get the donation? Oh my god, I did. The donation just came through. Mana Traders, thank you so much for the $100. Appreciate you so much. We are the Mana Traders robot because robots rule the world. Alright, so here's the real question. If you're the Mana Traders robot, and we're going Skynet and like straight Matrix, Mana Traders have taken over, we're all doomed, then I'm accepting of that part. I'll be okay. But if that's the case, and Mana Traders takes over and we're all doomed, humanity's at the brink of destruction, can we please make next month's Mana Traders series modern? Because as much as I love Pioneer and Legacy, can we have modern Mana Traders back? Alright. That's all I want. All I want, modern Mana Traders. But, again, thank you so much for the donation. What goes 100% back into the stream. Make the viewing experience even more pleasant. Making bank off betting against us. It's a pretty safe bet, honestly. Like, if I were the betting type and could bet on my own predictions without going like all Johnny Bench, all shoeless Joe Jackson, then I would probably bet against myself trophying as well. Paying me to pay out that prediction, especially to Guy. Playing that guy. Oh, see, Guy comes in here right afterwards. Guy, thank you so much for the 8-month resub. That was probably the worst series of games I've seen in a minute. What was that? Game 3, both mold of 4. Just altogether awful. Wefig. Guys, this is like your alt account. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, wherever you're at in the world. Appreciate you coming around. It really was awful. Like, I think my mold of 4 was double fetch, Shadow, Stubborn Denial. And I was like, alright, if I find another fetch land, I get Shadow online. And then I drew basic Swamp. And was like, crap. Worst draw possible. Agreed. I've used Mana Traders and never play in their series when it's not modern. We tried to qualify for one of the legacy ones and just like didn't work out. But the modern ones are great. Mana Traders, another $50 donation. Thank you so much. Well, we're not robots, but I'll make robots and make the next series modern. I can make it work. I believe it. I believe it. Like, that's the positive kind of customer experience that we need from Mana Traders. I hope you know, if you represent Mana Traders, that that I am both a Mana Traders subscriber myself. Love Mana Traders. I've been around for quite a bit. And I'm trying to get up to 1,000 follows to apply for the Mana Traders partnership program. So, if you want to put in a good word to me to the robotic overlords, or good word in for me to the robotic overlords, I wouldn't complain. Wouldn't complain. I've already gotten a lot of appreciation for the donations, so definitely not something that that you would have to do. But Might as well shoot my shot if it's there. If the Mana Traders overlords are listening and they want to talk, I got like this open space up in this direction where a good Mana Traders banner would go in. All right, time to do a mic challenge for a gifted sub. Do you mean if I win this match, you'll gift a sub? Wait, this is Red Green Titan Polymorph. Mana Traders is balling for sure. Like, I'm probably gonna put all that cash back into gifting some subs to the channel. Because I think if we get like 3 more subs or something like that, how many is it? 3 or 4 more, we open up another emote slot and I can drop either Scourge or Embereth Paladin into the base emote slots. So like everybody can have access to those, but I'll have to check how many it is. I think it works if I gift the subs. Let's find out. Steven coming in with the 5 gifted. Jesus Christ, you monster. Welcome, Inquisitor, Shuka 325, Blizzard, House of Mana, and Satyr Sith. All welcome to the subscribers. Thank you so much, Steven. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. This is the weirdest green-red polymorph deck that I've ever seen. I'm just saying. I'm not 100% sure that call was accurate. It could be, but I'm not 100%. It's close. Gotta say, blue text on dark gray background, bold choice cotton. We can update the color a little bit. I'd be okay with that. So that one, properties. How about something closer to this? Easier? You said it wasn't when they revealed Lurrus. It still could be, couldn't it? Alright. How do I get from here to winning? Starts by getting Scourge bigger than their Bogle currently is. That is step 1. Obviously, their Bogle's going to get even bigger. But we got to start somewhere. But, let's see. I think I should be able to... How do I do that? Gotta be... Maybe I have to do it from the other string, the other page. Alright, so they do get second Bogle. They can't attack. That means I want to attack with Scourge. If they want to throw this slippery Bogle boy under the bus. Since Steven did it, I'm gonna match it. And give 5 to the channel. So they first strike, but they just traded off. I don't know if that was worth it for them. Maybe I'm wrong, but Yeah, who we got? Starburst, Solus, Paul Gifted, Dark Throne 13, Sinalco 87. All of you, you fantastic people hanging out in the channel. Welcome to the subscribers. Enjoy access to our sweet custom Death Shadow emotes. I will argue with anybody to the death that I think they're the best emotes in the Death Shadow community. Paul Gifted, you're very welcome. I just sent out 5 randomly, so. So many notifications. It's overwhelming. All right, Glade cover is not cracking in. So what did they do? They added Lurrus to the hand? Yeah. Lurrus added to their hand. So do I want to do the same? Do I want to do the same? I think so. I think getting Lurrus into the hand here and being able to like Lurrus plus Skyclave next turn is gonna be pretty solid. Doomwakes are worse because he doesn't believe in the Street Wraith. Well, we don't have a Street Wraith emote yet either. Like, we're kind of slacking on that regard. It's one of the next couple ones coming out, but we don't have it yet. But I did finally see Doomwake's new one, or his Death Shadow emote. It's like, it's pretty sweet. Like, don't get me wrong, I honestly think ours is better, but Doomwake's is good. His artist is very talented. Props to them. All right, Lurrus plus a Spider Umbra here. Ooh, they're gonna Umbra up the Lurrus. Okay. Okay. I see you. So. Does Totem Armor trigger with Dismember? I feel like it shouldn't, since Totem Armor says if it was destroyed. Yeah. And we're not destroying it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't trigger, but it never hurts to check. So if I shock, I go to 8. If I pay 2 life for Dismember, I go to 7, 6, 5. If I want to play Lurrus as well. Alright. Am I thought seizing here? I don't think so. Am I supposed to be? Like, there's no way that the rest of his hand is just like 4 lands, right? Yeah. Let's take the Umbra. They go. The Seas turn on Delirium. It does. But I don't think I want to attack this turn. I think I want to have Grim Flayer attack and be able to like Lurrus plus Scourge next turn. Canopy's gone. Second Ethereal Armor. Okay. We'll throw a Hex Drinker under the bus. That's a solid one as well. So what's coming off the top for them? Cartouche of Solidarity. Modern staple. Cartouche of Solidarity. Naturally. Let's bin Stomping Ground Inquisition. I'll keep Assassin's Trophy on top. Play Lurrus. Play Scourge. Modern staple Cartouche of Solidarity. Cartouche is not even the best one of its cycle and Amulet limited. That's such a specific breakdown of it. Like, that Cartouche wasn't even the best in its own limited cycle, let alone constructed or modern or... Yeah, the red Cartouche was insane. Especially when you got to pair it up with, oh, what's it called? The Exert dude that said something couldn't block. On-Crop Crasher. That guy was pretty good. Alright, so if I attack with Scourge... How does this work out? I attack with Scourge, Grim Flayer. They block Glade Cover on Grim Flayer. I trophy Ethereal Armor. This is still 1, 2, 3, is that right? It's just a 3/3 if I trophy the Ethereal Armor, right? 1, 2, 3, no other enchantments, so yeah. So we're gonna swing Scourge and Grim Flayer. They have to block Scourge, and I assume they try to take the free block on the Grim Flayer. Then I play like Hex Drinker from the yard, or trophy the Ethereal Armor, play Hex Drinker from the yard, hold up Stubborn Denial, and I think that should protect me from pretty much everything. Go for the double block. Interesting. Does that change anything? No. I guess if I thought about that more, I could have pushed this token to force a chump block with something else. But the important part is I'm still getting, like, creatures off the board. Nope. I forgot about both of them having first strike. Alright. Should be fine. We'll see. Maybe it's not. I forgot about Cartouche giving first strike, though. Which I know it says it in big, bold words on the front, but honestly, who reads the big, bold words on the front of anything? Not I. As Grandpappy always said, ain't nobody read the big, bold words on the front of nothing. Just draw EE. Easy. We just draw the EE that's not in our deck. Let's play Hex Drinker from the yard. Shadow from the hand. Level up the Hex Drinker twice. Yeah. Say go. Huh? Give me a target. Give me a target. Any target. Yeah, their best draw is Daybreak. We refuse to die to Daybreak. So works out for the home team there. So Trophy, Drown. K returns are okay for sweeping up extra dudes. And I think they're probably just better than some of the stuff currently in our deck, so we'll bring them in. I could leave in. Maybe I want a couple pushes over Dismembers, since Dismember doesn't kill Core Spirit Dancer if it gets too big, but Push does. Dismember is better though if we draw Shadow, so go like that. Dismember is a combat trick, probably has like a little bit more implication, but not a lot. I think I want a Spell Bomb over Unearth for Griff's Boon. Are we actually making Bogles puns? Is that what my chat has devolved to? We try to have like a good, decent conversation here and good magic. We're over here making Bogles puns. I'm gonna Glade cover my ears if we keep making these jokes, so I don't have to hear them. What do I think of this? Draw the second land. Hey man, I told these jokes are terrible. It's like if we see the second land, hand's not the worst. I think we have to ship it, but God, it's close on the draw. They kept 7. I'm gonna flip a coin. Where's my coins at? They're over here. Yes. All right. Heads. Tails. Heads we keep, tails we toss it. Tails, we toss it. Probably a smart choice. This can get Watery Grave. It cannot get Breeding Pool. So let's ditch Ozlex Return and Blood Crypt. Bit better. Little bit. Not a ton better. Alright. Overgrown 2. Don't think I want that, but I'm gonna go ahead and fetch and shock a Watery Grave in case I draw a Stubborn Denial. Hey. Hey, hold on. We put you not at the top. I saw it. I distinctly remember it occurring. You got a Ranker matchup out here out of 10. What would it be? Well. If I had to ranker this matchup, I would say the results are much different from how I think it actually is. Like, on the results page, we like wreck Bogles. But I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be that good of a matchup. I'm no expert. Don't daybreak me, please. If they had to fetch for this Temple Garden, I'd be a little more inclined to try to counter a daybreak. But because there's no guarantee that they're putting a second card in the yard, I could just sit here doing nothing. And that would be no bueno. Alright, that's a big Bogle. Shadow off the top. Shadow off the top. Almost. Almost. So. What is my game plan against a big first strike trampling Bogle? I have to believe if they had a daybreak, they would have cast it last turn. So I'm going to assume they don't have one here. And chump a little bit of this damage. Take the rest. Fetch up a tap. Probably a tapped Overgrown Tomb. And try to draw like a shadow. Mike listed draw for sure. Best pun for a gifted sub. Okay, the challenge has been thrown down in the chat. Apparently Matt is offering up a gifted sub for the best pun. Does that mean like Bogles related pun or just pun in general? What's the stipulation here? Shadow. Not a shadow. That is not good enough to kill a Glade cover scout. I think we're going to game 3. Best Bogle or shadow pun. That opens up the doors. So we've got a gifted sub on the line for the best Bogle or shadow related pun. Get your votes in now. Alright, push sounds a lot better if they're willing to like aggressively fetch up Dryad Arbor. What do we got? Good hands, good hands. That's not a good hand. Part of it's good. Part of it's not. Alright. It's our life. I think I would rather get the threat down. Bobble myself looking for the second land. Alright, I believe second land. My belief was Not reciprocated. Spirit Dancer, Rancor. Off. Part of me wants to take the Rancor and just like try to draw removal off this hex or off whatever. I just can't in good conscience let a core Spirit Dancer come down unimpeded. I can't do it. My body won't let me. Rift's Boon allows these cards to be played together. Encore, Griff's Boon, yep. Yep, this is how we die. This is how we die. I don't think I'd say that the keep was wrong. It was a good try. Yeah, it was an alright try. Oh my god. Am I not leveling up for TBR? I'm not leveling up because I don't want to just show my opponent that I'm tapped out with literal nothing. Alright, opponent. Calm down. Easy there. Easy there, Chief. Alright. So our two losses that league were to Tron and... Are we opening up chests? I guess. We had a pretty good stream, so... Let's see what we got. Drana Colostria Blood Chief. I forgot that she was in OG's in the car. I absolutely forgot about that. We got Goldspan Dragon. Is that worth anything online? I feel like it's worth at least a couple tickets, right? Goldspan Dragon. That is 15 ticks. Oh man. We take those. Yes! Yes! Modern staple Eyes of the Wizened. Okay. For anybody who hasn't heard this this story, or not really a story, but this is a card that I kept saying I was going to try out in Shadow variants. And so, you notice that was one copy of Eyes of the Wizened. But if you come down here somewhere, where's this stupid card? There's no way I sold my Eyes of the Wizened. No! No! Tell me it didn't happen. I must have accidentally gotten rid of them. No, it's a rare. It's a rare. Eyes of the Wizened is a rare. We've got a bunch of copies of Eyes of the Wizened. And I keep saying that I'm going to try it out in like a 4-color Shadow variant if some blue-white control deck gets really popular. Type it broad, not too much effort. Too much effort. We're scrolling through awkwardly. Tails End. That used to be worth a few ticks. Like 2 or 3. I don't think it is anymore. That's a tick and a half. Time Reversal. No way Time Reversal is worth anything, right? Time Reversal. 4 set. 11. Just popping all the Shadow staples. Time Reversal. Know it. You know it. Clone. Solid. Solid. And Time Wipe. Or the Spark staple that never really picked up in Modern, like we, I guess, not really expected it to, but card's cool. Alright, so what do we think of 4-color with Lurrus? Her losses were to Tron and Bogles. We beat some things that weren't Tron and Bogles, and I can't remember what they were, but not the point. Lurrus as a companion was fine. We did notice a few times in that league where we just like weren't able to aggressively lower our life total for Shadow, which is kind of where Street Wraith comes in these 4-color builds. That being said, we could just go more red based and go a little more aggressive, like add in the bolts, make Scourge a little more proactive, and that kind of bridges the gap somewhat to getting Shadow online. Our worst matchup by far was the Moto Shuffler. If you try to 1v1 the Moto Shuffler, it'll take you down every time. You can't take that thing on. It's a monster. But overall, Lurrus as a companion I think is fine here. We definitely were more explosive out of the Street Wraith build, but that's kind of what we predicted. So, not too big of a shock there. Let's see. Copy. For the most part, I think I'm probably going to play some more going forward with 4-color with Lurrus as a companion. And just see, like, it's not really a build that we've tested a lot of, but it could have some playability. And if we don't try it out, we're never going to know. But either way, I think I'm going to call the stream there. I'm going to send everybody over to Elemental Maddie, who's playing some Burn. If you want to stick around, feel free to share some love from the channel, as always. Before we go, appreciate the new subs, the resubs, the new follows, appreciate the donos. Yeah, really fantastic stream. Thanks everybody so much for making it an awesome night, awesome experience. Might have to stream later into the night more often if this is the kind of warm welcome we get past like 6 p.m. So we'll put that on the calendar for sure. Mana Traders specifically, thanks for the huge donation. Steven, thank you for the gifted subs. Yeah, I think that's everything. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed the commentary, enjoyed the channel, just feel free to hit the follow button. Doesn't cost you anything. Lets you know whenever we go live, so you can come check out the channel on a future stream. Other than that, hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their Wednesday or rest of their Thursday, if it's Thursday already, wherever you're at in the world. Yeah, I think that's it. I will catch everybody back here tomorrow as we prepare for the PTQ on Friday, yeah. So, hope everybody stay safe, have some good food, good company. Catch y'all back then.